Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
First of all, I'm just wearing the same clothes since we were here last time.
Yeah, me too.
Fine.
I have a favorite shirt.
It's weird.
Yeah, I washed it though, so it's not like it's dirty.
What does that smell then?
I don't know.
Yeah, dude. I only showered
The guy that
3
showers
times today.
6 times a day.
Did you only shower 5 times today?
Maybe that's
Is
it.
that what I'm smelling?
Yeah. Well, I didn't go tanning, so it was actually 4 times.
So I have a cute
A
daughter,
lot less.
Yeah.
and she climbed on my lap today and farted on my lap.
Nice.
And it smelled exactly like a dog fart. And instead of feeling chagrined, she thought it was hilarious. And so, I mean, there's been other tragedies that have happened in March.
Yeah.
For instance, speaking of transitions, in Mexico in 1531, there was a Catholic priest, and he wrote in his journal about there was an eclipse, and the Aztecs had been kind of doing human sacrifice, quite a bit of it, and it kept escalating for about 70 years, like 1440, all the way through the turn of that century into the 1500s. They kind of were killing more and more people, but then this eclipse happened, and they literally thought it was the end of the world. And so this kind of like feeling we have is like, oh my gosh, all this politics and everything, the world's ending.
Yeah.
The Aztecs were already there. So we have a little ways to go, because right now all of our killing is still like under the name of war and stuff. We aren't just actually killing people at the top of our buildings and doing it. But apparently,
Have
the
you seen
Aztecs,
Apocalypto?
no, I heard it's insane.
It is so cool. It's in like a different language.
That's the one with Mel Gibson before he said
off
the
the
Jews
rails.
were in control
Yeah,
of everything,
yeah.
right? He's kind of making a comeback, though.
Yeah, he's all right. I'll back
He's
him.
coming back a
Just
little
gets
bit.
drunk and, says some borderline things.
Yeah, I don't know if we should really label. Yeah, anyway, we don't want to get into that. But yeah, so Apocalypto probably talks about
It
what I'm
does.
going to
It
talk
shows
about.
that they're
Like on one day, apparently they killed like 60,000 people
yeah.
In a day?
in a day, or
Yeah.
it might have been 2 days or something like that.
It's like
Holy
a sport.
crap.
For them.
And blood is running down, and they're drinking this, right? And we could get into all sorts of tangents on this, like why
Yeah.
are they drinking the blood? What's up with it? But it's probably
Yeah.
what's that stuff called?
Adrenochrome.
Yeah.
They're probably just like getting high and lit, and it
Yeah.
feels like God's talking to them because they're just.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Jeez.
So when we started thinking it's pretty bad, it's like we have an eclipse coming up, and so far, there's maybe some specials on the news about it and stuff, but everyone's kind of still going to work.
Yeah.
Nothing's really changing. We're not, can you imagine you go to like the top of like Sears Tower, and you're just like, all right, bring me 60,000 people.
Yep.
Line 'em
We'll
up.
sacrifice them.
We'll sacrifice them.
The sun god.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
That's insane.
That'd be a different world, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think we're okay, guys, for right now. Just let's have everybody just chill out.
Yeah. Don't go crazy before this eclipse.
I guess it could be argued that we are sacrificing that many people in
I was going to say
certain clinics.
There's still
I don't want to say the
things
name
that
of.
are done
Are we just more stealth now as a
that
civilization?
we would not say that they're like ritualistic, but I think ritualistic things still happen. And yeah, you've heard of different clinics and stuff where they say it's
Sidebar.
for that stuff.
Missouri found evidence, I think it's Missouri, that the Planned Parenthood clinics are not stopping with abortions. Even though Missouri legislature, they passed the law that they can't do it. And so they are now, this person, who's apparently brave, the bravest person in the world, I think, is going to kick Planned Parenthood out of the whole state of Missouri.
Dang.
That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
But I'm like, God, you add kind of this conflict to like what's going on in Texas, and like these certain states are lining with these people, and these certain states.
Yeah.
It's very Civil War-ish.
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
divided. Yeah.
Well, and you wonder like
Because how does either side give in on that? Like
that's
both
what I was
sides
going
are
to
so
say.
entrenched.
Where does it boil over to the point that they're like, okay, I'm going to go and arm myself against my neighbor? Where like, if the people that were part of the Civil War back then, if they were alive today, would they have been like, wow, you guys missed the mark 50 years ago, or 100 years ago? Or would they be like, oh yeah, the freedoms, like,
It'd
you
be
guys
nice
need to work it
it'd
out.
be nice to talk to somebody who was in the Civil War and maybe had their legs sawed off,
Yeah.
and then just talk to them and say, hey, here's the things that I think are pretty bad. And if they're like, yeah, you should freaking fight, then you're like, all right, this person has suffered through
Yes.
having his
Yeah.
gangrene legs sawn off, and he still wants to go fight. Or perhaps he'd be like, look,
Yeah.
Figure it out.
slow down.
Yeah.
We were a little bit rash last time.
Take a deep breath.
Let's go to the negotiation table. I mean, it would be interesting to get that kind of perspective from somebody because, you know, we're like armchair quarterbacks. And that's what I struggle with all the time. Is like, well, my life's still pretty good. But at what point is my moral obligation outweigh my comfort?
Yeah.
And it gets a little murky.
Well, that
Yeah.
guy, I can't think of his name. He's from Run the Jewels. He was talking about that, and people are talking about, like, we need a revolution, all that stuff. And he was like, who has a garden at home? Who can grow your own food? He's like, can you do that? He's like, the time's not right now to revolt. Like,
That's one thing that those people in the South had.
yeah.
Yeah.
They were ready to revolt. I mean, as ready as you
Without
can
food
be.
and stuff.
They need more people, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they definitely had gardens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Dude, right now it's like Minecraft. You know, like when you go in Minecraft and you like take all the TNT blocks and you stack them and you like make like as many as you can, and then like you bring in the flint and steel.
See, I've never played
And-
Minecraft.
See,
he's painting a picture, though. I
Yeah.
also
I'm
don't
like-
play it, but I can
yeah,
visualize
just envision.
I know they like
I'm in-
throw
yeah.
the blocks.
And
I'm in, like-
I'm making a TNT box right now, right?
Yeah, so imagine me.
Oh, yeah, I know how to do it then.
I'm a Minecraft 3-pixel person, right? And I just placed all these blocks everywhere. And then I'm standing, imagine I'm now standing and I have my flint and steel.
Okay.
And below me is like 10,000 boxes of TNT.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm with you.
And then all I have to do is just hit the build button, right trigger on the Xbox, and I'm going to light that shiz, and it's going to be like an insane explosion. I think that's where we're at right now. That all the TNT's been set, and all we're doing right now is we're just placing more TNT. A little bit over here, a little bit over here, and then eventually one of us is going to whip out the flint and steel. And then when you're playing multiplayer, it's like my kids. I'm like not done building all my TNT, and then they
Right.
freaking light one, and it lights all of them off. Yeah, I think that's kind of where we're at. But back to the eclipse. I mean, yeah, let's not lose our shiz, everybody. Everyone just needs to calm down.
Stay grounded. Let's not get out of control.
Calm down.
So, October last year, we had an eclipse that ran across the country, basically like
It was like north to
Horizontal,
south,
kinda,
like
yeah.
Okay.
And so this one that's coming up April 8th runs more vertical. And it basically does a big X over the United States.
Uh-oh.
And so people are saying that the one that's coming up in April, that it covers 8 cities named Nineveh, which it also makes a giant cross, which,
What?
you know.
Well, go back to the Nineveh comment.
Yeah.
What?
So it's going, the eclipse, the shadow, the darkness, runs over.
Dude, it's like
8.
Fifth Element.
That's a good movie
Let's
reference.
see.
I'm excited to put like a clip or something in Fifth Element.
Goes over 8 cities named Nineveh. And then Nineveh was a place God told Jonah to go to repent. And biblically, the number 8 represents new beginnings, meaning of new order or creation, and man's true born-again event.
So these Nineveh cities, these are like in states.
Yeah. So Nineveh, New York, Nineveh, Missouri, Nineveh, Ohio, Nineveh, Texas, Nineveh, Virginia,
What?
Nineveh, Pennsylvania,
Why are there so many Nineveh
Bro.
cities?
Nineveh, Nova Scotia, Nineveh, India. I lived in Missouri for a couple years,
Okay.
and every single city in Missouri is also in Illinois. So you're like, oh, I'm going to O'Fallon.
Oh, no,
And
no,
they're like,
I'm with
O'Fallon,
you.
Missouri,
I know you're
O'Fallon,
talking about.
Illinois.
Yeah, I was like that in Ohio, too, which Indiana and Ohio would be like that.
Is that just like a Midwest thing? Or like,
That's weird.
because like there's not a million like Salt Lake cities.
I mean, I could
and-
guess some reasons, but I will say this. There's a lot of cities in Salt Lake that are from England because a lot of the Mormon pioneers came from England. So then I was born in Hyde Park, Utah, which is like this tiny little town up in Cache Valley, Utah. But it's really...
Hyde Park.
So if
from-
we put like
yeah.
in
every
England.
city into like a big computer, is there really only like 12 cities?
Yeah,
It's like we just
like 300 cities.
We're just reusing it.
I never heard about the
Salt
Ninevehs.
Lake, Colorado.
So you're telling me all of those Ninevehs, though, are in the path of the eclipse?
Yeah, so they're in the path of the solar eclipse
That does
on
seem
April
kind of
8th.
weird, right?
Yeah.
That's super weird.
So it's interesting, and eclipses are like, so the last one that we had like 5-6 years ago, Daniel and I were working together,
Yeah.
and we went outside, and you have on the glasses and stuff, and you look up and you see this really like cool, fun thing. So people say that during eclipses, that's when like spiritual awakening or a spiritual download is something that we receive. So when this eclipse comes through, if you're right in the line of sight, get your feet in the dirt, ground yourself, look up, channel it
Into the Pinocchio.
into the pineal gland. Close.
Well, Pinocchio means
Pineal.
eye,
Third eye
pineal
chakra.
eye.
Yeah.
It literally means your pineal eye.
Yeah.
Pinocchio.
That's awesome.
That's still crazy.
Yeah, there's so much.
So I don't know if you guys remember, but I mean, I had an eclipse in Montana when I was a little kid. I saw a UFO.
Yeah.
It's the only time I've seen a UFO.
So you're
Well-
saying like when the eclipse happens, I don't look at the eclipse. Look around.
Look
the eclipse.
around.
Well, there's people that say not to look at it at all because
Lies.
it downloads evil
What?
stuff. So avoid it, right? Stay in your house. Don't look at it because the download that you're getting is evil and corrupt stuff. So don't look at it. Then others are like, look at it. But if you know, like spiders during eclipses, get rid of their webs and build new ones. So something happens
that.
with
That's
the
weird.
vibration
What?
of our earth and everything. There's an energy that shifts. And so is it a positive energy? Is it a negative energy?
Well, I guess if you think about like the actual energy, meaning, you know, the waves that don't actually hit the earth for a period of
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
it's probably a lot.
Yeah.
That
And then
you're used
you
to
get
being
into,
hit with.
oh, listen to this, guys. We were talking, well, it's kind of off topic, but,
Our whole thing is off topic, so.
well,
Very true.
I don't know how I got down this rabbit hole, but you know how you get in those rabbit holes?
Yeah.
And pretty soon I'm on a page. I won't say what it is because I don't even want to direct people to it.
Yeah.
But it is teaching how to summon Baphomet.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even
that's
know
a
what
good-
Baphomet is.
Baphomet is a goat.
He's the like. Well, yeah.
He's a goat. You can go ahead and describe. He's kind of like, he looks like the devil. Like
If you look up
Wait.
Baphomet, it's all
You're
the
talking.
statues
Yes.
of- yeah.
It's like the symbol of Satan.
Yeah.
Do you know that? Do you
so
know?
he's technically, from my studies today, which I'm like, do I need to go talk to the friggin' bishop or something?
Go to
You got
confession.
Lucifer, and then you got Baphomet, and they're peers almost.
Yeah.
Which I'm not saying it's true, but
Right.
the occultist can kind of believe in this. And then if you want to summon him, you'll say this thing. And do I even say what it's called?
Don't say it. I don't want him coming here.
I won't say what it's called, but so it's called.
not strapped right
There's
now.
a word for it, and the word for it means that it's essentially a chant. So then they have this. Then you click on it, and you go to this list, and there's all these lists of chants you can summon different freaking demons. But the thing that was interesting was, even the occult are saying that it isn't. It's not like you are saying words, but the reason you're saying the words is it creates a frequency.
Yeah.
And the frequency is how they will travel to you.
That's what people are saying, like
bad.
with words and spelling, like you're casting spells.
When you cast a spell, and this is why I'm like, I'm actually might be with all those weirdos when Harry Potter came out, and they're like, curse Harry Potter, he's making witchcraft okay, and all this
Yeah.
stuff. And I'm like, that's dumb. And after reading this thing, my whole thing was like, do I got to go burn all my Harry Potter books?
Yeah.
Because it's, you say that, I don't want to say the Harry Potter ones, but like, Avada Kedavra and all this.
Abracadabra.
Yeah. Those are just ways to get the frequency right.
Yeah.
To summon that power.
Bro, that's crazy.
And then you see that guy with the speaker and the sand, and
Yeah.
then makes that, and then it shows that Egyptian dude that we talked about that had the little frequency that could lift the blocks, and you're like, this all kind of links together where you're like, okay, we vibrate, we know that, like that's science, right?
We're
Everything,
energy.
even 0 point energy, like they talk about that in quantum physics, where it's like, well, even in the absence of everything, that's filled with something, and it's a vibration.
Right.
And that vibration is where they're saying we theoretically could tap in. This isn't conspiracy theory. This is like scientists saying this.
Yeah.
You can get energy from that nothingness, right? And then
Also,
I'm like,
for the record, all of our stuff is true, so don't.
and scientific.
we
I don't know,
do
that's like-
hours of research for this stuff.
But I just thought that it would make sense. And then, monks will chant, and what are the guys that chant the Christian in monasteries? They're called the Gregorian chants, right?
Oh.
And so you're like, well, if you summon demons with that type of stuff,
Oh, dude.
you probably would also. I mean, we pray,
Yeah.
and praying is a frequency.
And by doing it in groups,
yes.
it magnifies the
You do it in
whatever
group?
is going out.
Dude, that's like that. Oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of the show, but it has one of the main guys that's like
That's exactly what I was thinking.
a
I know what you're
UFO,
thinking.
like, oh my gosh, I can't remember. It was a documentary that he did, and they would basically.
They would summon UFOs.
Yes.
Yeah.
They would all get together
Bro,
in
they
like a
summoning
circle.
UFOs, man.
and
That's
they'd
the freaking
summon-
demons.
Yeah, dude.
Well, look at like ancient.
Could I summon demons and do like a Constantine style, like I'm all strapped, ready to roll?
I mean,
and
you
they show up and
can.
I'm like,
You
just
can,
have to make
Daniel.
sure which
But
one
I don't
you
think it'll
summon,
work, bro.
and if you have like the right stuff.
They're like, all of the information to summon them is coming from them. So
Right. So
you
they're
might
also
wanna,
not
like-
going to tell you how to kill them.
They're like, yeah, man.
that'll work.
Hey, if you get two friends and they get two friends, and you're like, well,
Some kind of-
Baphomet. What do you mean? Yeah, listen, hear me out.
Some pyramid
You get two
scheme.
friends and you buy the oil on a recurring basis. You can go with the presidential level, or and then pretty soon you're in a multi-level.
Yeah.
And you're like, all I
meet-
want to do is know the mysteries of the universe.
We meet every
without
year.
working for it.
And with a giant Moloch owl.
Yeah.
In the woods.
No big deal. You
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh my
A little bit of a
gosh.
subscription.
yeah. You keep it on recurring. Mm-hmm. Get presidential level, double the points.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a Cancun adventure plus.
Only for the ones that hit
Yeah.
the presidential club.
Yeah, and you'll get all the wealth you need. I don't know if you knew the guy that got me into it. He drives a Corvette.
He drives a Corvette.
You tell me.
Yeah.
So
I feel like Travis has been pitched a couple times.
Yeah.
yes, dude. I've signed up.
I was gonna say Travis
Bro.
has pitched a few as well.
Yeah, dude, we used to rent out freaking hotel rooms. See, here's how they don't work. All right, from Baphomet to actual sorcery. I was in a partnership with guys. We actually did it. We did the presidential or whatever it was. We signed up enough people. We made like 10 grand in like 3 weeks or something. Then we took all that money and we started renting out like hotel convention rooms, filling them up, and signing up people.
That's insane.
And still, it doesn't continue on.
Yeah.
It's a regular job. You were just selling that thing.
Yeah.
Now, I will say the stuff was pretty cool. Like the actual product's pretty good. I will say that.
Yeah.
Of most of them, like even, I shouldn't say a single one, but like even like Amway, that's good products.
Yeah.
I've never signed up for Amway for the record, but
Okay.
but like it's good products. So it's like, but then they sell you on this thing of like, you just get it, and then you're downline, blippity blap, and you get triple points, and no, you just keep selling it and working hard the rest of your life, just like every other job.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as get rich quick.
So
I
anyway,
like the idea of summoning a demon who's then gonna sell me on a multi-level stuff. It's good. I've never
come on.
I've never thought of it that way.
Well,
but
you
that
want
makes sense.
riches? Oh, Fielding, you want to be rich?
Yeah.
Beyond your wildest dreams?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's all you got to do.
Let's go through your little black book of friends.
Yeah.
Who do you think would benefit most from talking to me?
All we need is 10 friends.
Yeah.
It's like the army recruiter that calls you in high school.
Now listen.
Hey, your friend Jason gave me your information. Said you might be interested.
So the deeper we go, that's the longer it will last. This is longevity. The wider we go, that's the wealth. So how many wide can we go?
Yeah.
And then how many deep can we go?
Well, he's
And then he's like
wrapping little strings around my
horns.
hand.
Yeah, he's got like and you're like thinking, well, this doesn't seem like normal witchcraft.
Why do I feel bound?
Yeah, this doesn't seem like normal witchcraft. He's like, that's how it get. Yeah,
That's how they get you.
There's this funny thing on Netflix. It's a show from, I think, Mexico, so it's dubbed in English.
Mm-hmm.
But it's this like, we watched it at like Halloween time, so it's like a kid's stories, but also like you learn from them. And this like kid doesn't want to do his homework, so this monster comes out from his bed and like, I'll do your homework, and then you can just like go and play. But as the more that happens, like it happens enough time that then the monster and the boy switch, and then that boy wakes up one day and now he's the monster, and that monster now has his life. And then that boy,
that's almost too. That's a really good analogy.
The boy has to like then get another kid to let him do his homework enough times that he can take his place.
Oh.
Because it's like, yeah, freaking do your homework. Wow. Or you're gonna become a monster.
Yeah, that's interesting because if you think of like, what's like the most satanic thing? I think it's something along the lines of
Bohemian Garden.
Get everything you desire.
Grove. Bohemian Grove.
Well,
sorry.
I think it's something along those lines. Seriously, like this is like pure satanic. Get everything you want or desire for nothing, and then you are so special.
Yeah.
Those two things right there. That's like pure Satanism. Like worship yourself and don't work for the things you get.
Yeah.
And I think it ultimately all comes down to like even the stuff of like the gross stuff you hear about and all these things. Really, they're just trying to have pleasure without pain.
Yeah.
Gain without sacrifice.
Well, that's why
knowledge
that's
without
why they
effort.
Sacrifice people at the beginning. The Aztec people are
like Kanye's mom.
sacrificing to. Oh yeah, sad story.
Yeah.
Sacrifice your mom.
No, that's weird. Travis disappeared for a second.
You're
He's still
out,
here.
Man. You're out.
He's still here.
Well, yeah, I mean, Kanye's mom, I mean, supposedly she died on the operating table, right?
Yeah. He said he sacrificed.
And then Cat Williams was dropping names about all the people that have been sacrificed in Hollywood.
But I think that stuff happens. Like, you look at, like, Kobe helicopter crash. People say that was a sacrifice.
For who?
I don't know.
Bro.
They're all part. Well, have you seen that video of
Not Kobe. Not
Ice
Kobe.
Cube?
Not Kobe.
And Ice Cube's like, He's like, the reason that like all these people hate me, and he's talking about Puff Daddy and all that stuff that is in the news right now with Puff. He's like, the reason that they like hate on you is because like I'm not in that club.
They hate on you because they ain't you?
They hate us because they ain't us.
Oh, no, it's something different.
But he's looking at it of like, that's an evil thing that they're doing, and they're in this club.
So Ice Cube is calling these other people evil.
Yeah. Ice Cube's making family movies now.
It's true. And plus...
He's gone...
Plus, he's gone always straight edge a little bit. I mean, yeah, he did Cop Killer or whatever, but...
He had some good reasons,
He had a different perspective than I did growing up.
Right. Different life.
Yeah. I support the Boys in Blue, though, but...
yeah,
I also like some Ice Cube.
So there's like these situations where there's like all this evil stuff happening. So I think those people that are in power, I guarantee they have rules or sacrifices or something in return that they're going to get. And I think that's, it's probably just a MLM, but...
Yeah.
But in the music industry,
God, it is an MLM. It's like, except for like, instead of signing him up, like to get the presidential level, you get like, we got to kill your mom.
well, have you heard this thing
like,
that
all right, well, like, did I get like triple points? They're like, yeah.
you're like, all right, well, that one Disney star kid tells his story about
You're eligible.
that girl that he was working with that
Yeah,
she signed
dude.
a deal with
Bro.
the
Oh, yeah, you
Illuminati
talked about
she
that
had
one.
to sacrifice somebody,
And her mom did it
and
willingly.
she did it willingly. Yeah, because it's like, if that's what you're about, then that's like that's up.
dance moms at a whole new level.
Yeah. Well, have you seen that thing that Michael Jackson?
Dance sanity.
Michael Jackson.
She's gonna be a new TLC series here soon.
Oh my gosh.
They're like summoning Baphomet, signing a multi-level, selling doTERRA oil, and
Sacrifice.
also becoming famous in Hollywood all
Yeah.
at the same time.
And then Baphomet appears in their neighbor's house. Hey, I was just over here.
I don't know if you've
and,
heard. Did you see the Corvette in your
Jessica.
neighbor's yard? All you need to do is...
Yeah. Oh man,
Oh, my
I'm saying
gosh.
my Michael Jackson thing for another.
Yeah.
another time,
Yeah.
'cause That's gonna go
So-
down another thing. But so as this eclipse is happening, especially those that live in all the Ninevehs, in the United States,
Just kind of
crazy.
It's too weird.
so you decide like if it feels right for you or not. Like if you put on the goggles and look up, take it in your pineal gland, or
Hide.
don't. I didn't take the one that was in October. I didn't go outside. I saw the little shadow through my trees inside, but I'm like, I'm not going out. I'm not looking at it,
Oh, I did.
and I'm not looking at this next one either.
I'm going to. I'm gonna soak it in. I'm gonna go barefoot in my front yard. No goggles.
Missing
Just
antenna.
full blown.
Yeah,
Give me.
Why is Dad naked in the front yard?
Hey,
I don't know, man.
I'll wear shorts. Yeah. They'll be really small though.
Well, is he naked or has he got a sweater on?
I don't want to
Both.
look enough.
Both.
Hey, if you know, you know.
You don't know
right?
what's under here.
If you know, you know, ladies.
Ask my wife
Yeah.
on your own time, not on the pod.
All right.
Anyways, be careful. You may not want to look at the eclipse or not. You decide. Get in the comment section. I don't know. Tell us what you're going to do. I'm going to go out and I'm going to look at it. And I'm going to enjoy every bit of it. But you've been here, Connect the Dots with Travis Fielding. I'm Dan. Appreciate everything. Appreciate you guys following us. And where'd Fielding go?
Well, that's weird.
Oh, whatever. Anyways, you're a champion. Don't forget it. Like and subscribe. Check out our website, conthedot.com, and follow us on all the social media.
Isn't there an app coming?
Yes, potentially. Yeah, we're going to have an app eventually. It's coming, and I'm really excited about
It's
it.
either an app or a nap.
It could be.
I'll take either one, man.
Yeah. Sunday naps are great. Okay, we'll see you guys next time. Adios.
Don't